I learned a long time ago, if you list, you last. And like those that work the tenant side all day long, or while that helps in the beginning, is not a sustainable long-term business model. You know, I think everybody should give back in some capacity. And some of us are fortunate enough to have time and money. I think everybody should give back. I think it's essential to like being a human. And I often find it more fulfilling than some of the biggest checks I've ever gotten.
This is Mike Schulte. He's going to talk about Citi Habitats.
10.
So this is 10th year in the business.
Yeah.
Do you have any wisdom for the gang?
Just keep your head down. I chair Citi Habitats Cares, which is the charitable arm of Citi Habitats. And our focus at Citi Habitats Cares is getting out and helping needy New Yorkers directly. And the way we're able to do this is generally with small local charities. The majority of what our work is around volunteering and drives. Currently, we're doing something with a charity called 100 Suits, which provides resources to those exiting the penal system and really helping them get back on their feet so they don't end up back in the penal system. So we have a professional clothing drive that's kind of wrapping up right now. Does anybody have any questions about like who we are, what we do, and how you can help? So if you know something or you're passionate about whatever it may be, as long as it's helping the community directly, that's something we're supportive. Our focus is on like getting out and helping needy New Yorkers. So,
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys' time.
I think if your perspective becomes, I want to connect with more owners, I think it's different than if you're saying, I want to get more accounts. I think it's going to places where owners would go. It's just changing Stalker Street. It's changing your style. It's you
Stopping
can,
the
right.
owners.
No, but here's the thing. You earlier today talked about I'm just never going to do a sales deal. But here's the reality, right? Think about this. When was the last time you did something new around prospecting? I could argue that you have, with spending some time on doing like the rollerblading stuff and the tennis stuff, and that's new, but that's putting in early work now for the future. But if you look at the majority of the rest of the stuff that you've done, it's been exactly the same. It's been call owners by block, say this is what we've done, right? And that's worked to some effect. But frankly, if you look at your success, they come from so many different places. So it's just more at bats. So if you're saying you're spending all this time stalking a street and it's gotten you the least results out of everything, well then maybe you should look at what's getting you the results and spend more time doing those things. Because you're at the point in your career where you can start looking at how you're spending your time. Okay, if I'm spending 4 hours doing this and it gets me shit, and I continue to spend 4 hours at this, that's a different, you should be like, okay, well maybe I should be 4 hours, that's 2 happy hours. So instead of prospecting, I'm gonna go to happy hour for 2 days. That sounds crazy, but the reality is you're more likely to get business from happy hour.
It just sounds so bold, because if I'm being honest, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree, it's so much easier to be in front of the computer, hiding behind the computer.
Right. Think about what you just said. It's so much easier to hide behind a computer.
Yes. Like
So you want to be every other typical agent in here?
No.
So then why are you comparing what they do and saying it's easy? Because everybody that does the easy shit gets the same results.
So right now we're headed to go check out my newest listing, 1 bedroom. Let's go. just listed that apartment in the heart of Long Island City, 750 square feet for only $699,000. It may sound like a lot, but that's actually a great deal because so much of what trades in this neighborhood trades in the $1,200 to $1,300 a foot range, and this we're listing at under $1,000 a foot. Does it need a little bit of work? Of course. But now you got a huge layout that you can create and do whatever you want with. I'd be willing to bet that this is in contract inside of 2 weeks. Now we're heading down, we're on Spring Street, heading to a listing I have in Soho. A gorgeous penthouse with an insane roof deck. This is literally how it is. All over Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens, all day long. What are we recording right now?
I don't know.
Do you want me to say something?
Yeah.
Something. So. All right, let's go get some sausage and pepper. Right now we're on Mulberry at the San Gennaro Feast. Every year for about 8 or 9 blocks, it's filled with food, games, and more food. So we're gonna go grab some sausage and pepper because Dylan is hungry, and frankly, I can always eat.
I wanna just lie with me. Ooh. Just lie with me.
Cool, man.
Shoot that, bro.
What do you want? Something wrong with her?
Better than good. It's magical.